really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. The missed 51-yard field goal now gives this offense good starting field position at its own 34. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up to the 28.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And the returner is stopped. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front, winning their one-on-ones. We got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays and the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic.
Into the house. Touchdown, no! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UNLV looks like the best show on the Vegas Strip right now. What a dazzling offensive showcase. They're up by 28 over Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Pulls it, fired complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in their rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field. But interesting to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
On the run, still looking. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Now the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Surging forward on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And he added the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. He leaves it with his back.
The number 1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Motion from the wideout. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He's looking to throw. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Lee. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls apart.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Turns it on in midfield. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Collins. There he goes. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Cavaliers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it on the run. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Let's it fly. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Might be looking to run. Finds his man. It's Brown. At the 40, there he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lawson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after this. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And they'll take a knee. Methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see.
City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As will see the Florida State Seminoles taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Noles will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll give it to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Panthers want to move quickly. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? You get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Florida State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alchuk. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Seminoles will try to convert on 4th down. Floating away. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Florida State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Pitt. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught near the sticks. It's Pittman. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Line getting set on second down. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred a fair catch. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Hit right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Achuk. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Achuk. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Motion from the wide receiver. Rides the back and leaves it. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Gets the back moving. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the boys of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Might be changing the route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Working on the right. Touchdown, Seminoles. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run the screen. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Pitt pushing the pace. Wants to throw on third down. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late, and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jackson. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Trying play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Direct snap. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Pitt right back to the line.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Got his man quickly. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Oh, it's a reverse. Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Up-tempo for the offense. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Eakin. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Illinois. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Play action on first down. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback.
There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Bring in the heat. Finds his man. It's Brown. Across the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Second down coming up. Tight end now in motion. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Under fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Pitt will have to boot this one away.
Number 96 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to buy time. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Seminoles Noles have it back, they'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Pittman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Noles are rolling down the field. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. He uncorks one deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Pitt pushing the pace.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
Got enough spin in the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 9 to LSU.
Oh, they're after him.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looking for a gap. It's Auchuk. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Auchuk. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Offense changing the play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He all